What's up guys, my name is Patty Fattycake, and as I'm sure you're aware because you do have YouTube, Forestry is in the game, and I want to just quickly run through what the changes are, make them a little bit easier for you to digest, and then at the end of the video we'll try out the new minigame, if you even want to call it that, and I'll tell you my honest opinion about it. So Forestry isn't like a new thing, it's not like a new minigame or activity or something, it's just Jagex is changing the woodcutting skill. One of the biggest changes is how trees are going to deplete in the future. If you don't know, the way that they currently work is every time you or somebody else at the tree gets a log, there is an RNG based roll of how the tree depletes or disappears. Now, with this new update as of today, after the first person starts chopping, there will be a timer that is set, and that is how long the tree will last before it depletes. Times for the trees are on screen now, or at least the trees that people actually cut down. Additionally, in an attempt to try to recapture the actual 2007-esque activity of chopping trees together, which has long been outdated, Jagex has made it so that you do get an invisible +1 woodcutting boost to your woodcutting level for each person chopping the tree, up to a maximum of 10. I actually used to hang out at World 60 Magics way back in the day. Don't tell anyone though. To start everything off, you talk to this dude south of the Draenor Bank. For 120 coins, you can buy a Forestry kit, which you can actually wear, which is kind of cringe because you can no longer show off your Infernal Cape to all of the other people who are woodcutting. So inside your new cringe little woodcutting backpack, you store all of the Forestry tools, leaves, all types of other stuff, and you can purchase some new upgrades for the kit as well. The main currency that you get throughout this minigame is anima infused bark. You get this just through participating in the woodcutting skill. There's several tools that you can buy from the Forestry shop, the first of which is a leprechaun charm, which enables the leprechaun special event. The next is a bee on a stick, which enables the bee special event. Nature's Offerings, which give you a chance to receive an additional log while chopping. The Forester's Ration, which will restore run energy. It's kind of a weird one. And then the Secateurs attachment, which will allow you to get more leaves while chopping trees. So probably the most exciting thing about Forestry is kind of the only thing about Forestry really is the random events that happen during chopping. To shorten this up so you don't have to read it, basically while chopping a tree there's a chance to roll a random event, and rolling this random event will be conditional on somebody who is chopping that tree having the specific event item in their forestry pack. While chopping the trees, you are able to trigger some random events, the first of which is roots. Basically, all you gotta do is chop the roots. You do wanna see this one, or prioritize this one. It's gonna give you a lot more EXP and anima than the regular ones, but yeah, just chop them until the event's over. They can be really hard to see, especially now that when things are so crowded. I do recommend you turning on Entity Hider, and the chat has been very cringe, so you can always hide chat as well. Next up, you got bees, and for this one, to trigger somebody who's chopping those trees with you has to have the bee stick. And basically what you're doing is taking pollen from one plant to another. At the end of the event, you get a huge drop for a ton of anima infused bark. The last real random event is this sapling. For the sapling, you're going to have to collect different combinations of mulch and feed it to the sapling until you find the one that is ideal. And at the end, you are rewarded with another massive drop of anima-infused bark, and it looks like you get some leaves as well. The last one is a leprechaun. I'm not going to show you that. Basically, what the leprechaun does is he banks your logs for you. Other than that, there are a few very cool upgrades that you can buy from the shop. The first one, the log basket. Basically, it's the fish barrel, but for logs. Probably not too useful for a main, but for an Iron Man, I could see this being useful if you're trying to get mahogany loganies or something like that. The lumberjack outfit is no longer an RNG based grind. It took me 3 or 4 hours to get that on my Iron Man, so this is a good guaranteed way to get it. Then there's some cosmetics, the Forestry outfit, which is always cool, clothes pouch, so you can fashionscape while still getting the lumberjack bonus, and then a funky shaped log, which will provide a different color-based transmog for your beaver pet. Here we go, under 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, I'll see you in the next one.